action.
All right, we just got done with all these knives on the Precision Adjust. We use different techniques. So for knife number 1, we pushed the abrasive onto the edge. This scored the best in our test when we measured for sharpness, but we didn't strop any of these knives. I think there's some burrs left on some of them. I want to give them a fair strop and see if they measure any different.
For reference, knife 1 was a push only. Knife 2 was pull only and left quite a bit of burr, which we thought the strop would help a lot with. So I'm really curious to see how that one turns out. 3 was a sawing motion on the Precision Adjust. And then 4 was a sweeping push with the Precision Adjust.
All right, I give similar love to each, maybe a little bit more to some than others. I was going by feel a lot for what the knife is telling me if there's any burrs hanging on there. Number 1 had scored the best. It was like 172 or something originally. We tested it again and it did come in a little higher than that, so we'll see where this ends up. 104 for number 1.
Holy smokes.
Just super sharp. That was, we pushed into the blade edge on number 4 and then gave it a strop. One of the lightest strops compared to, I gave number 2 a little bit more love and number 4 a little bit more love. Number 2 definitely had a burr hanging on there. Don't know if that totally came off, but I did give it some love on the strop. 181, significantly better. That was in like the 370 range. So, you know, came back into that range of new cutlery in the 300s, but 181 is a real low score. Number 3 was that sawing motion. Under the microscope, it had a little bit more of a toothy edge, but definitely was performing well. Actually, a 242 originally, brought down to a 191. That makes sense. It wasn't the burr that was causing that one to be kind of a middle-of-the-road performer, but it may have been the actual sharpening method that left a few more flat spots than some of the other methods that left more of a smooth edge. All right, and number 4, this was that sweeping motion, 159.
Jeez.
So I think that came in second after the number 1, which was like a 104, which is ridiculous. Yeah. Was it 104? Yeah, I think that was 104. Anyway, all of those progressed really well. Number 3, I think, was one of our worst ones because it might have a little bit more of a toothy edge. That back and forth sawing motion creates that, you know, some of those deeper little flat spots. Anyway, that's the result after stropping. Thanks for watching. If you haven't seen that other video, go check it out. A little bit longer that goes through a lot of microscope footage or dyno light footage of the actual blade edge after we sharpened with different methods on the Precision Adjust.